Okay. Hi, this is Trey Passer. This is going to be my first sort of live streaming broadcast with using StreamYard. I wanted to do this. I still didn't do it the right way because I should have put an alert out to my subscribers from my YouTube channel so they can know that I'm doing this live. So pardon me for doing this kind of on the fly. This is sort of a test thing anyway, because I'm going to do it for like maybe like 40 minutes or really less than that, and then maybe schedule one for tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be kind of tough because the football games are coming on, and so maybe I'll do it in between the football games. Okay, but what I wanted to do this, like I said, I started a Patreon channel, which is now that I think about it, maybe it's kind of the wrong time to start a Patreon channel, but I've done it already. But I wanted to talk about various subjects in this live stream. So what I'm going to do is I'll put up what I'm going to talk about in this stream. Okay, let me go. Like I said, this is me doing this on the fly and learning how to do this. Okay, so let's. I'm going to click on a banner, and this right there. Give it a minute. Yeah, this is the stuff I'm going to talk about in this stream. Okay, and if you have any comments or anything, feel free to chime in. And again, I should have, like I said, I meant to do this I should have sent the alert to my YouTube subscribers first, so that way they knew I was doing this live. But even if it's not, maybe I can just put this stream up there anyway after it records, put it on my channel anyway, just so, and then maybe I can schedule one for tomorrow, and all my YouTubers, subscribers, heads up so they know that I'm doing this. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about in this stream is Wandavision, okay, which came on today at actually 3 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time. Like I said, I'm a member of Disney Plus. When I got my new iPhone here, you get the membership free for a year. So I'm a big, like I said, I'm an MCU fan and DCU fan. So I was looking forward to this when I saw the trailers and stuff for WandaVision, and I'm really super pumped for this. I think it's going to be about 9 episodes of it, and I'm looking forward to a lot. Like I said, I love Elizabeth and Paul Bettany, and I'm just waiting to see how this is, because it looks like they're using the whole sitcom thing to kind of do the episodes, and how my feeling on it, or the way I think it's going to go, is basically because Wanda's still broken up about Vision being killed, so she creates this whole world where he's alive in it, and they're married, and hence that's why you get these episodes. Until I think there's going to probably come a point where like Wanda uses her hex power, and then the point I think what either Vision, I don't know if it's going to be Vision, to be the one to realize this world isn't real, and of course it's going to take Wanda a while to get used to it, or she'll be in denial for it, or maybe she doesn't care and she wants to stay in this world anyway, and maybe the outside forces, like I said, maybe even some Avengers will try to pull her out of her little dream world, and I think that's going to be but in the meantime, you'll see her go through all these various TV shows like Dick Van Dyke, I think the Brady Bunch, all these different Dick Van Dyke show, all these little Bewitched show scenarios that you'll go through with them. So I think you're going to get a nice mixture of comedy, drama, and a little romance, of course, and eventually, because I think Catherine Hahn, her character, I think she's supposed to be Agatha Harkness. I think that's what her character is, and I know this TV series is supposed to lead in Doctor Strange 2, which is like I think it's called the multiverse. In the multiverse, which Wanda is supposed to be in. So maybe at the end of this, she gets dragged out of the world or something. Maybe even Doctor Strange will have a cameo and stuff and drag her out of the world, which I can see happening or something. But I know it's supposed to. Okay, so I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, I'm gonna. I have various sources where I download the episodes to my phone, and then I record myself reacting to it. And like I said, I have a Patreon channel, and I'm going to put my unedited version of reviews of those, reaction and reviews of those first two episodes, which they dropped today, on my my Patreon channel. And the edited versions I'll put on my regular YouTube channel, Trey Passer. Okay, so just so you know that. Okay, and the second thing I want to talk about is the Ray Fisher. Oh yeah, speaking of, wait, one more last thing before I end this WandaVision discussion thing. The one thing I wanted to talk about, well, actually, I think John Campea, he had this little kit, I guess, that they sent out, Disney Plus sent out to advertise WandaVision, and it had like a little box where it had like TV Guide and all this other various stuff in it. That looks so cool, and I would so love to have that. And they should just sell that, and just so people could buy that. I know that's just a promotional thing just for the show and stuff, and they sent it to reviewers to talk about it and promote the show. But I'd like what I've seen of it, and I kind of want that for myself. So if I get a chance to get one of those, if they sell one of those, which I hope they do, I'll buy that little WandaVision kit, promotional kit thing. It looked really cool to me. Okay. Let's see. Live viewer comments is an example. Let's see something. No, I was just checking that this. Okay. No, anyway, it doesn't matter. I was checking the chat feature. And like I said, this is just a test mainly for me. And like I said, when I do this again, I'm going to send an alert to all my subscribers, so that way they'll know that I'm actually doing a live stream. So that way I can, because this is just me talking on the fly and just getting used to this. Because I am just definitely going to be streaming more in the future. Okay, and because like I said, I've already done a few streams, but that's mostly with Balagar, Sammy, aka Clax Reacts, and usually him and Malik and stuff. We usually do those and talk about stuff. So, but I wanted to do my own on my own actually, and try this with live stream with StreamYard just to get a sense of it. Okay. Anyway, the second thing I wanted to talk about was Ray Fischer, the whole Ray Fischer incident. Okay, it first started with him coming out way back when saying that that Josh Wheaton, John Berg, and Jeff Johns were their behavior on the set of Justice League, the reshoots and stuff, and he tweeted it and all that stuff, and then he said there's supposed to be an investigation. He wanted accountability and investigation and all this stuff. And then they were supposedly doing an investigation and stuff. And then meanwhile, we didn't know exactly. And I can understand, you can't say out, in the public sphere, but at the same time, Ray Fischer constantly, putting stuff, tweeting stuff out, saying, talking about the investigation, not really saying anything. Okay. And it got to a point where it got to be annoying, or basically a lot of people are saying, either put up or shut up. Stop talking about it. Okay, you got the investigation on it. Okay, and my whole feeling on it is he should have went to his agent first instead of tweeting about it. Okay, and I know he's been on Twitch and all this other stuff. But instead of doing that and putting stuff on Twitter, you should go through your agent. Okay, actor. Okay, and if you were mistreated, you go to your agent, who the person that's supposed to be representing you. Okay, instead of trying to make this a whole public spectacle, and it got to the point where people are just getting annoyed with it. I know some people are still with him all the way, but some people are getting annoyed, and it got me one of the people I'm getting really, really annoyed. And the last thing was they were saying that he was offered a cameo in the Flash movie, and then he said that he would work with Walter Hamada, who wasn't in charge of any of the Warner Brothers, the DCU part of it at the time at the Warner Brothers reshoots. But Ray Fischer said he was enabling Jeff Johns because Jeff Johns was his friend, and he especially said he would work with Walter Hamada no matter what. And then apparently they made it official, say this part is being written out of the Flash, and then Ray Fischer put another long tweet out saying, saying that he's just he got official notice that he's not going to be in it. His part was more substantial, and just it gets to the point it's just annoying, and it just seems like Ray Fischer is basically killing his own career. And I know he says his big thing is accountability over entertainment, but my whole feeling is that if you were mistreated on the set of Justice League, you should have went to your agent, the person that represents you, and let them go through the proper channels, go through human resources. Because there was I think when Gal Gadot was promoting Wonder Woman, I think she even may have mentioned that she had an issue on the set of the Justice League reshoots, and she went to HR behind the scenes and she handled it, and it was taken care of. Okay, I think that's what Ray Fischer should have done. He should have went to his agent, have his agent go to Human Resources and say, listen, there was this issue, okay, and keep it, keep it behind the scenes and keep it. But by him broadcasting it and not, that you're supposed to speak up. I don't blame him for not speaking up, but I blame him for it seems like it's like a publicity war. To me, it seems like, and he's killing his own career, because who's going to want to work with him if he has this thing where he's constantly going to the in the social media, okay, constantly on social media, and constantly, instead of letting his agent work this out. And I know this is a whole big thing where they said he wasn't satisfied with the third party investigator and all this other stuff. And I know now finally Warner Brothers said, listen, we had a third party investigate this, and they investigated and we took remedial action, and it's done, and they want to move on. But Ray Fischer again goes on social media again, and again keeps talking about it. But I guess Warner Media to prove to Ray Fischer that, listen, we're backing Walter Hamada. Okay, they extended his contract. Okay, so to me, Ray Fischer, all he's doing is hurting his career, and I think pretty soon he's going to be blackballed out of Hollywood. I really do think that's going to happen to him, because he is really, instead of to handle this behind the scenes, which I think that was the way he should have done it. Okay, like Gail Godot did, go through your agent and let the agent go through the studio and human resources and take it and sell it behind the scenes. But it seems like he wants to be a publicity whore, okay, and blast it all over the internet, okay, and publicity. But to me, all he's doing is shooting himself in the foot. Okay, and I think after Justice League Snyder Cut comes out, I don't know who else is going to hire him. He's going to be toxic, and nobody's going to want to hire him. They're going to think this guy is toxic, and so that's my whole feeling. I think he's basically shooting himself in the foot. Okay, and instead of letting his agent handle his agents or agent handle this behind the scenes, and but to me, it seems like he's shooting himself in the foot. But that's just my opinion on that. Okay, and now let's move on from that to the Snyder Cut, which is coming out supposedly in March. Supposedly, they haven't made that official yet. Okay, I'm waiting for another trailer. Okay, for that. That's what I'm dying for. Okay, and I'm looking forward to seeing all the things that Zack Snyder is going to show us. Remember, there's a lot of footage that we haven't seen. I think he just said it was like 10 minutes of his footage was in the original Justice League theatrical cut. So we have a whole bunch of footage that we haven't seen. Okay, and I'm looking forward to the nightmare scenes. I'm looking for a Black Suit Superman, Flash and Speed Force. Okay, I'm looking forward to future Nightmare Joker, Nightmare Deathstroke. I'm just looking forward to it all, and I hope I hope it's successful. I think it will be. I think it's been a success so far, but I hope it's it's really a success to the point where they continue the story. That's what I want. That's my favorite hope. But it's like I said, it's a shame because, like I said, Ray Fisher, the whole Ray Fisher thing is kind of drawing a dark cloud on it, over it. Okay, which is unfortunate. And like I said, I think he's shooting himself in the foot. Okay, instead of tweeting about it left and right. Okay, handle your business. Let your agent handle it behind the scenes before you get blackballed. Because I have this feeling he's going to get blackballed out of Hollywood. Nobody's going to want to work with you if you've got this reputation, okay, of being difficult to work with. Okay, and to me, that's what it seems like. He has this reputation. This is getting a reputation. Okay, of being a social media whore. Okay, and that's just my opinion about that. But anyway, Snyder Cut, I'm looking forward to it, and thanks all the fans for what they did to get this, so we can see it. I'm truly happy for that, and I cannot wait to see Zack's vision. Okay, I'm a big Zack Snyder fan, so I'm looking forward to it. Okay, now the next thing I want to talk about is my Patreon channel. Again, like I said, I shouldn't have, but I think I shouldn't have, hold on a minute, let me just do this. Move that out of the way. And hold on. Let's see. I'm going to move this out of the way. I want to move that banner. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm going to put my email, well, not email, my Patreon URL on here. Hold on, let me just see if I can do this right. Okay, hold on. Let's see if I did this right. Yeah, there it is. Okay, that's the banner for my, that's the URL for my Patreon channel, which I I was it last week? I think it was on the 5th. So about 10 days ago, my Patreon channel went live. I have no patrons at the moment, and I'm as thinking about it now. Because I think I talked about my Patreon channel. I think I talked about it. I think I talked about it about 2 months, 2 or 3 months. I talked it up, maybe 4 months. I talked about my Patreon channel or creating my Patreon channel. I talked about it so long. I talked about it. I mean, I talked about doing it, and then I finally had to get down doing it, and which was a process. And I looked and saw other YouTubers that made Patreon channels and looked theirs out, and I went live with it mine. And the thing is, I have no patrons right now, but that's okay, because I realize that that has to it's a process, and it has to you kind of have to promote it, and you kind of have to build it, and I think honestly this is kind of a rough time to do a Patreon channel when people are hurting. Although I didn't think about that to myself, which I should have done. I should have known that. Sometimes you don't use your brain when you think about these things. But anyway, I do have it up. Okay, and that's the URL right there. And what I think I'm going to still work on it more. And what I think I'm going to wind up doing is probably eliminating one of the tiers. I think what I'm going to do is just probably have just one tier on my Patreon channel, just one tier, and then whatever I want to put into my Patreon, I'll put on that one tier. And the tier that I think I'm going to keep is just going to be the $5 tier, and I'll put everything that I want to put on there with that $5 tier. There won't be any $10 tier, or maybe not even a $3 tier. It'll just be a $5 tier, one tier, and I'll have my TV show reactions in there. I'll have my behind-the-scenes stuff, my live streams, recorded live streams, comedy skits, whatever I want to put in there. I'll put everything into that one tier, because like I said, I shouldn't have put my I don't think I should have this. What now I think about it, I shouldn't have maybe even started a Patreon, because like I said, people are hurting now, and maybe it's the wrong time to do that, to want people to support you when people are hurting all across the country. That's kind of insane to expect that. And I don't know, for some reason I was just singularly focused on creating a Patreon, and so I went ahead and did it. But I should have waited more and thought about it more. So that's, I'm kind of bummed about that, but that's on me. Okay, and like I said, I think I am gonna go back in and edit it. And like I said, I have 3 tiers. I think a $3 tier, a $5 tier, and a $10 tier. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to eliminate $3 tier and the $10 tier, and just keep maybe just a $5 tier, and just have my TV show reactions on it, my Q&As, behind the scenes, outtakes, everything. It'll be all, the $5 tier will have everything in it. Okay, and I think that's a better way to go, rather than have a $10 tier, which is kind of asking a bit much for people, especially when people are hurting financially all across the country. I think sometimes you can't see things when you're involved in the middle of it, but now that about it, I shouldn't have done it. So as far as that's concerned, I'm going to probably go into my Patreon. I don't know if it's going to be this week, but probably maybe maybe I'll keep it the way it is until the end of the month, and then after that, maybe I go back in and edit it. And I think I might do that. Okay, what I'm gonna do, let's see. Let me move my patron thing out of there, and I want to put this banner back on there. The whole Wandavision, Ray Fischer, Snyder cut in my patron thing banner there. And like I said before, there was one other thing I wanted to talk about, but I kind of took it out of the description because it would have stretched on way too long. But what I also wanted to talk about was the Black Panther casting or the non-recasting. Okay, unfortunately, Chadwick Boseman, he passed on. God rest, from the cancer, and Disney or Marvel, I guess, officially said that they were going to recast him. And I think what they're basically going to do to chill die off screen. If I think about this right, I think I'm right about that. That's what they're going to do. They're going to basically, I think, have him die off screen and then have Shuri become Black Panther. And I know in the comics she does become a Black Panther eventually, but I made a video about it on my other YouTube channel, Paul's Views and Opinions, where I said definitely think they should recast T'Challa because I think he has a lot more story to tell, and you can also give a young Black actor a meaningful part in the MCU. And I know that's a lot of pressure to put on a young actor, but at least that would be giving a young actor of color a really big part. And I was going to pick the guy I wanted to be the new Black or be recast was the guy who's going to be Hawkman in the Black Adam movie, Aldous Hodge, right? I think that's his name, Aldous Hodge. But he's going to be Hawkman. But that's who I wanted to be the new Black Panther. But you could still give it to. I thought you could give it to a young Black actor, give him this big break because like I said, I still think T'Challa has story to tell, more stories to tell. So that I'm really bummed that they're gonna have him probably die off screen or die with his mask on or whatever. And I know they say they're not gonna CGI him, so they'll have him die or something. I don't know how they're gonna, but they'll have him die and have Shuri take over, or maybe I don't know if they said that specifically, but I know they said that they're not going to recast, which again I'm bummed about that. I definitely wanted them to recast that part, give a young Black actor that part, because again I think T'Challa has more story to tell, and I think this is my feeling. I would think Chadwick Boseman, if he had to say it, he would say, yeah, why kill off the character? You could give a young Black actor this great part, okay, and let him continue to tell the stories. People think, oh well, it'll be bad taste to recast, but I don't think so. I think that's be honoring his legacy, because I think wasn't Denzel Washington Chadwick Boseman's mentor? I would think that he would. This is my feeling only that he would like somebody else to take up the mantle, or get a young Black actor to have this meaningful part. I think he would definitely be a big fan of that, and so that's why I'm kind of bummed that they're not going to do that. So I'm kind of bummed that they're not going to do that. So I'm just really. I'm really bummed that they're not gonna show they're not gonna do that, but and they figure they're honoring his legacy, which I can see that in a way, but it still bums me out about that. But anyway, like I said, I'm gonna wrap it up, but I am, like I said, I'm looking forward to WandaVision. I'm probably gonna be watching it in the morning, and then I'm gonna record my reaction, try to upload so hopefully my unedited versions will be on my Patreon channel. But one in the first 2 episodes, my edited version, I'm gonna probably be editing in between the football games and stuff, and I'll upload that as on my Trey Pastor channel. Wandavision episodes 1 and 2. The edited versions will be on my Trey Pastor channel. My unedited version will be on my Patreon channel. Okay, so I'm looking forward to WandaVision because I just think it's great. Like I said, I'm a big fan of Elizabeth Olsen. Love her. Love Paul Bettany. Love those characters, Wanda, the Vision, and Wanda, Scarlet Witch. And I know that Evan Peters, who played Quicksilver in the Fox version of Quicksilver, I know he's supposed to be in there. So I don't know if it's his part. His part I'm very interested in seeing, and also the daughter of Carol, Captain Marvel, her best friend. She's supposed to be in that. I forgot the actress's name is. I'm sorry about that, but she's supposed to be in this as well, and eventually, I think she becomes Captain Marvel. I think. I'm just throwing that out there because I think I read that character, her daughter, grows up being Captain Marvel. So I definitely want to check that out and see how it all plays in and how these things slowly get revealed, because the trailers just look so interesting for WandaVision, and I definitely have to give the creators props for coming up with the way they're approaching this is like a sitcom. Wanda, again, like I said, I think Wanda, she creates this whole world. She uses her hex power to create this whole world for her and Vision, because she's so broken up about Vision getting killed. Okay, so she creates this whole world, and I think the whole gist of it is going to be the outside world trying to break in and her trying to keep it. Okay, and we'll see how it comes out. And like I said, I know it leads into Doctor Strange 2. I forgot the title, but it's something with multiverse in the title. Okay, but hey, I'm looking forward to it anyway. And like I said, if I can get a chance to get one of those promo things for WandaVision, I'm gonna look on YouTube. It's probably already somebody already put it on. I know if you look on eBay, it's probably on eBay already. Somebody charging like an arm and a leg those promo materials they sent out for WandaVision, which I love the way it looked, because I saw John Campia had one of those. Okay, on this channel, and I said, I hate when they do that stuff like that, when they just give it to select people. I know why they do it, because they want promotion and stuff, but I kind of hate that they don't make it available to all fans. Fans will eat it up, and I would buy that in a heartbeat. Okay, got the old-fashioned TV Guide cover in it, and I think other things inside that box. When I saw the image of it, I wanted it. But they send it out to select people. So what are you gonna do? But again, like I said, the whole Ray Fisher situation. Like I said, I'm beyond done with him. Although I do have to defend him on this one point. Jody, I think that's his name, Jody, but I forgot what his YouTube name is. But I know that's his name, Jody, and I forgot the other guy's name. I know they started calling him Yay Fisher because they actually I think they were kind of slurring him. They wanted to say Gay Fisher, but they call him Yay Fisher. Okay, to try to think they're slick, because if I don't care if he's gay or not, it doesn't matter. Okay, but I think they were trying to be slick, to be fast and loose and be slick by calling him Yay Fisher. Okay, saying that they were doing that on purpose to me, and to me that's especially Jody, you're a person of color. You don't be discriminated against anybody, even if this is gay or not gay. Okay, don't be calling Yay Fisher just to so thinking that you're slick, and calling him gay without actually calling him gay. Okay, that's not funny, and that's not okay. But in any event, like I said, my whole thing about this Ray Fisher thing, I'm just beyond done with it. And like I said, I think he should have went through his agent. I think him having this Twitter war, is just, he's going to be the one that's going to lose in the end. He's not, like I said, You're not beating the big studio, okay? And like I said, Warner Brothers or Warner Media proved to you they extended Walter Hamada, okay?